CTV, Ghana's #1.
The Frontline with Kwaku Annan.
The President, Kwaku, had called on his colleagues, heads of state, with one accord to withdraw 30% of their sovereign reserves deposited in foreign banks and deposit them in African institutions. His call comes following the 37th ordinary session of the Assembly of Heads of State of African Union AU on the theme establishing African Union financial institutions in the context of Africa's agenda for global financial architecture. Tonight, we interrogate the President's clearance call and his reasons behind the call. I am Kwaku Annan, and of course, you're live on this very channel here and across dozens of stations tonight, all picking the feed across the global world, including Sunyani FM on 88.1 FM, and of course we are live in Western region on Tadi 99.1 FM, also in Tadi, and we're live on the superhighway, my CTV GH, of course check YouTube, Facebook respectively, and you would be joining this show. You can also join me on my personal handle, The Frontline Ghana, Obinyebi Ashe. Folks, I welcome all of you tonight in this very explosive, multiple developing story The Frontline is following. I am Kwaku Annan, your investigative journalist, together with a team all packed here, my executive producer, Yao Yamba, and of course, my editor, online editor, Keynes, and on top, up there, at MCR, have credible great guys doing the job there, and of course I have Rabi also doing the job. Editor, of course, the news editor for CTV, Besmark also up there doing some great stuff. Folks, my name is Sabri Waya Krado na oni ebabesom. Menemo kasei station akese mienu ewo memu na mamenka na quick say sa cluster or class of media groups we under CMG, that's Class Media Group, no station akese all over Ghana. Programs we ye de befa, but for now, station kese was Sunyane, I friend Sunyane FM, 88.1, 88.1. One month for program we. Then Oko Western Regional Radio Station kese pa friend Tadi 99.1. One so afa program we. Ewa enye asam ketwa. Kra. Oko YouTube no so and our Facebook and so. And also ubenya ewo my CTV GH, Facebook, YouTube ubenya ho. And also one kasa television set no, ko TV set no so flip through na hwehwe CTV, very simple. So when ya ewo TV set no so a bomodi anama television repairer bi emra na ombeboa no ntimi flipping fama, especially mo amukuta digital TVs no, very easy to search and onsa ebeka. Enti bri way all over the world, baby, I will share me, Mr. Menya Quadro. Fraunia bin tem, Uniano Boko, Uniano Wahe, or Wale, Anasa or Paga, and our Wa, and also Western region, baby, Catch Uniano, tune in, one. If the Mufwa, the best of the best investigative magazine show, The Frontline, Yedebro and Adui. And I tell you, folks, tonight, I don't know how this program is going to end up, but I have to say this quickly to you, sir. We are following up a multiple developing story, very huge tonight, well packed. Now, my headlines, headlines I did on. Mubek said the meeting edition of this program. Yeah, bo osofu bi ya monidin ya mamu initials of sa osofu. Well, some tidbits in Nkrofobi ntibi biase. Na ye omo se na meyi mani afri so no samo be kai se osofo kono a ma monidin enso enko wiase no ye se Kwaku na meme se osofo no kraje ma ye koken no their main kind of men. But tonight, remember part 2 of that issue. Eba gididi pa. Then last Friday, mobe kainswa. And also your mamo a story about some top hierarchy bi awo abaimu. One more a lifted sika kesiye pa. First, one with the 1.5 million, they lifted this money from the Kotoka International Airport to London. Say sika no onyedi onyano hu edi koye. And che and was saying so they saying 15 million pounds sterling and also the room and then the British authority for I am pounding sika no man over Britain this year. Folks, tonight me there home details and so eba part 2 eba chen wason na ensem we group no so na de Kwaku me hu baby amensha ase ne baby amemfiri nko but mamema friends baby obetimi me this is a very interactive show, of course, through courtesy the WhatsApp line is 020 297 3461. WhatsApp line a good screen is for WhatsApp message ebra what the WhatsApp message I would be the atama. Trust me, your message will not be read. We just close it. But an agree the obey say frewunia bi na wunia bi mfro bi no bi mfro and tam san said the ebani who be that. You see, until see a bayasa to liberate this country we call Ghana, no. Folks, ya de agro say ya beni nam hosa I hear you, pam no minor breaching a boy my and I know so winim the American and ya grow wo family Kwaku me hu bufua why a big mistake me medjuma yo. Who would you say be a water bank? Who would you say be a war market? Who would you say be a sabe we a mason carpenter? Who would you say be a judge? Who would you say we a lawyer? Who would you say what a parliament? Would you say we a chief director? Me so Kwaku Annan me you say me metra na me sumo my keke. What's it me ni right says me bekasa. Me ni right. We are sure say me ni right. Well, and somewhere that pronounce ye be di unkomo no. Tire say Oman Penny His Excellency Adodan Kwaku Annan so eko din komo bi na nua ewo the 37 ordinary session of the Assembly of Heads of States of African Union AU. Na nkomo na omukodi no botaya na esi omani so ne say say establishing African Union financial institutions in the context of Africa's agenda for global financial architecture reform. Down. Now, man, penny can ask someone can be na some kind of say, sika African government, yedi akwato to amanonia, yedi investments, President Akufo-Addo says, sika no, emu saying 30%, yes, some famous African leaders, yen fama back. As yen saying, the internet here, this is kind of reason why Akufo-Addo see face kanema African leadership no obeti ase. But the question remains say ye this kanema mo a ekwa ben so e na mo betimi na me ba o leadership in Africa mo ankasa mo japade da from ho mo japade share from your gold, your diamond, your bauxite, all your mineral deposit underground kwan ben so na mutumi fa efa so bo ho ban. Enti ye de bia kogu amanone banks ni ade a ye de ye investment ehien a ne yakwa kofa President Akufo-Addo say no yenyi se sika no egugu amanone no ha yenyi emu 30% yen fema the leadership in Africa back the internal president be cancer now cancer we no enipa openi bi pa one support to President Akufo-Addo one support to na nature say there's a reason why. Folks, tonight all of this we are on the beat. I'll give you the part 2 of the supposed money laundering. Echo part 2 ba. Memo part 2 of the expose and also eba in the body of Christ. Serious. Na osofo na no. Me mama te bit no mudi de say me money dia me money den Kwaku. I'm not scared to mention his name. If it becomes necessary that I have to mention it Nadine. Okay? Now, enipa bi tete baby say a personality of my sort as Kwaku Annan, me journalism like Others, well, I'm sorry. I'm a man of substance and I'm speaking for myself. I am not a sensational journalist. As Moshe will be acting, and everything that I say here is backed by what? Document. And by the time, if Onyankopon Sania Masa Siweswa, not se minimum be your program way up to the end of when God will come. Dare me and tell me, say, Kwaku, where are the documents over this? Watch the space. I grow be a woman in Swate. Share, no one tell me a simu. What are Maminian in terms of Neminibre? And then the Ghana speaks full-fledged, me de mamo. And the Ghana speaks in part 1, 2, and 3. A dozen, a pact at Dajinim. And as always, you know, no, Shannon so say, Sunyani FM 88.1, Wamafa. Inti uwo Sunyani, uniebi wo Sunyani, catch and say, onye de, untuni in. Uniebi wo Western Region, Tadi FM 99.1, Womonsafa. Then, u television also, and also, flip so ubenya CTV. Uniebi wo friend and tem. On Timinya on the TV ni so ochina koto digital TV. And now so mesrew ko na koto Go TV. Go TV no ubenya ewo Go TV no so. Akwa bia frame wo phone so maka kire mo say sa number we don't call. It's for messages make us no so gina line so. And you think I'll waste my time. Me say don't call the number. Shut the call and listen to me what they make no. Na mo ha dwene Ghanaians mintiase ade a wo se mo nya no eno an obeye. We just won't ask you. Folks, and I do many abrio. Now, Cynthia many abren ube why. And will be kind of say, when you be a mawasia, no, sabe ball chrono. Over the weekend, and you may be a sissino. Kwaku. The man say, Mesha me who's on my program way in a decent manner I have to do. Because I've been provoked. At a point, the whole of this weekend, now up next is Ghana Speaks, and tonight we take much closer look at the president's clarion call to his colleagues, colleagues regarding the 30% of their sovereign reserves in foreign banks. Right, and Koma Minu Bedini be ASL or my Pedino Edin Krebiama, the colleagues in the SACK, Womonshana Intimimra Africa. The second story we shall look, we zero down to what I call mental captivity through religion. Me share show ya say menimu to anamon ewo hono sa mental captivity through religion. Eboa e kwanya yama yadwene ya nkoa ama ya hu through this brain. Why ya kwa na mesoma ya kwa, but I can tell you folks me nka ho bio. Then our third developing story, we shall probe into why the Ahmadiyya group, quote unquote, would disown a fellow Muslim brother in leadership. What here? Ahmadiyya group, Ahmadiyya form war Ghana group, they have disowned in quotes, a top fellow Muslim, who may deny no. Yes. DNT and on Ben is ono so Muslimi. Adentina I saw mo air trom we free sa penny ho or penny beya. All these and more coming up shortly, folks. But before we go into the above, I want to share with our discerning listeners and viewers of this program some intelligence coming through this very weekend, and I must say very disturbing though. Intelligence be a mensa aka nche na ne minim so say intelligence no enam kwam. Kings, take notes of this. Ne minim say intelligence na enam kwam oba. I knew said definitely. But first of all, on my own behalf and on behalf of the Frontline crew, do hereby welcome any conspiracy ploy, machinations, allegations, propaganda, mudslinging, and many more in the making from any group of persons or person in the governing party NPP. I, Kwaku, do hereby state, we accept the challenge of any impending warfare about to be staged by any person. Intelligence, I'm in second weekend each reserve. Any pebi ewo NPP abemu. Asem ni se wono mu ntin se miase. No mo ti ase a enye yie. Kire se NDC for akwakofa Kwaku Annan abetena sa platform isu se me ma agenda ne se me ba beboa ma NPP aban yegu no emo ma kofie. Yes sir. By the way, I think say me ya announcement wa ha no. It was my maiden edition, and I'm a catcher MP, and it's the second time I've said this to the governing party. NPP say NPP for more accept say mo be kofie, munko na munko sie and nyoma enko so ye wo party no. And our folks men kan into we na ne ka eye den me Kwaku ameta me Kwaku akon ne ka ye me den wo ho maka akira mo deda enu nti no enipa bi wo NPP party ni mu ene aban ni mu say no afi wo mo beto mo boase no ma boaboa ne mebia no na afi yemfa nkogu sa ore ye oti CTV ho no yemfa nkogu nenimu ase. So what it means is that one mo be hyase aye nioma bebre. Yes sir. Now it will rather be fruitful, helpful and beneficial, and more beneficial if any group of persons or person in the governing party will rather direct their attacking dogs to go out there and offer more explanation on government policies and programs than to attack CMG or CTV Frontline show. The bear me then I am a who say, and Chamu plan yatra dem, no much shen your bonibi, say Yemfanko say a CMG. CMG means what? Class media group. Class media groups comes under their many stations, radio, all of radio stations be including Sunyani FM, any Takrade FM, Omofa program way. Stations na pete and sooner rather later program way be fa all the stations in ina. Enti mo pose mo ba be di sansa moni we eti owura Kwaku Annan no. Enti mo fa enya ahoden fe nko other stations na mo fa nko eden. Enkoka aban no impuntu dwuma se waye bi o so onye ye o se de na mo nkoka ewo ho ma Ghana for ehu na party no MPP no nye o makondo dan se mo be spend mo energy here because it would take more than you guys to get that job done. I'm telling you folks. Again, let me state on authority and unequivocation that the above allegations has nothing to do with this show. However, let me place on record again tonight that I, Kwaku, do hereby state that I have personally worked out to see to either NPP or NDC come to power or otherwise go to opposition. Ever since we began the 4th Republican Constitution, and I have no regrets for my actions. What here? And I have no regrets for my actions, and I still stand by my convictions, and it remains so. Yeah, my person me catch on is my can what happen. Ever since 1992 Constitution way, yeah, this shall see ya. Why not press your digital Constitution way? The former and late Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings and yeah, Detroit. And I must say, constitutional crown. There are so many inaccuracies. Politicians are Maba, Muna Musio, Mako Harvard, Cambridge, Yale University, and all of that. Muntimi who said there is a need to amend this constitution. Why? Because all the mistakes in this constitution inure to your benefit. Now, some person may catch on and say, ever since I Kwaku Annan, may I state and state in any equivocation, Mabua amanyo kuo we mienu NPP, NDC, one to come to power or otherwise go to opposition. I, in my personal capacity, Obia and Shemechi, I did it, and I stand by that action I took, guided by my conviction, because I pledge my allegiance to a state, not to a party. Because se me boa
party or policies and programs say bra. And the entire party mebwa say bra power. It's because I see some reason and need say or policies and programs say what to me ba benwa. O many ye na ye dia. Say been predia say so konfo pa ete ho e mo konfo boni betu fo mu na mutimi bi anayesa. Enti we party media no say mebwa mo aba power. Oba power, there will ye biara Kwaku me benefit me mebusuafo. Into why won't I help when I could see reasons, I could see prudence and all that it is about your policies and program? Why not? I don't need to be an NPP member. I don't need to be an NDC, and I don't need to be CPP or whoever in order to what? Help to effect change which will lift up the developmental goals and aspiration of Ghana. But mumu hunisa. Mumu hunisao. Mumu diane say journalists for no more memoano. You want the journalists to pledge their allegiance to you so that you can have full control over these journalists and use them anyhow you want. Say this, don't say this rubbish. And some fool and a mudie, I dare you, come. Mumra. Me say, release all your Alsatian dogs and let's see what happens in this country. Move say as I'm get on. So muni mo bra nipa bra o mumu hua. Ani na no mentimi yi nipa ye na onyankopon adom enne obi ehu ye ho mfaso se Kwaku bra come be ye adwuma mayen oman hu donti wo se wo ntia se because me mete ha and I'm crusading against your government and to won't say and you're about to release your Alsatian dog. I dare you, do it. Ebe funu mo keke he se mo nimu mo fa Goliath any David scenario no mo fa ntu mo hofo ate and some funu mo die. O man ye the man say munye ni ye se muntimi ya get out of the kitchen and give us a break and you mo too trust someone mo sorry we are going to deploy national security on you my foot on some phone me ni bre every weekend you won. Now I have been spoken to a lot of senior people in order to restrain myself because they had na mo yare ana mo ni mo bra nipa bra wo mo ho na mo ni mo he mo mo nipa mo kai nipa ya wo. In those days where we were, mumisam a dia any yademamo, and address sumu closing at saying 11, 12, sometimes 1 a.m. Drive at the darkest part of the night, driving in this darkest night to my home. Okay, I dedicated my soul, my spirit, and my body for you, and I lost my marriage in the name of this thing. Me lose my marriage and I win him now. I don't know a bit was me who ring was and the ring yes of course me near worry mu bio because of mo nti mu ye den na mutumi ye e den e na mo mutumi ye mo na sia mo de ma me say mo na sia ne say you pushed me out of your network because I was telling you people the truth. There I go and my better baby ye meduma wo say mo ma me kwan e ma me nye meduma so you're about to release. I swear to God e be funu mo because I hold too much. Indeed, let me again place on record. I did not and have not arranged with any NPP guru, any NPP guru, including your Kennedy Kwame Japan, I, Kwaku, have not arranged with him in any form of going on a spree of propaganda during my stay at Netu. Okay? And so, let me make a full disclosure to some of these NPP officials who perhaps, I'm told, allegedly, you gave a quantum of money to whoever. Samudi sikebi ko Netu so mumfanye program bia me Kwaku musike bia mame ho. Me can play natural. Tonight, what I'm doing trust me, I hate it. But I have no option but to get it done this way. I'm sorry, folks. There won't tell me say Biano was doing me, but I have to do it this way because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Boni amudidi nipano anu let me be and let me be now. Because allegation nam oh yes we gave money. Canada Japan should take care of Kwaku Annan. Me say mo Canada Japan didn't take care of me. I once upon a time told you people say even tie bo Canada Japan and Toby Amame shirt yes one Toby Amame da I dare him go and ask him me Kwaku Amete hey what to turn the cars ni dying on talk amame Musika and somebody sika man so taking care of Bibi. I say, Kennedy Japan didn't buy me a car. Kennedy Japan didn't buy me a house. He didn't give me any money. Me say, the least you can say is even 5,000 Ghana cedis. Kona ko bisa madam or mama skebi amu me bisa. Some release skebi man so that project. And ya me musika bi anymore. So don't you sit there in your offices and continue to conjecture. So as if said, you owe me or I owe you something. I'm sorry. Now the me catch them. My year, I'm being provoked to come out again. Me catch them those days. Me ame breaking protocol. Monko bi sa na 2 for no. No mon fa me salary into dwa enumdwa na na mudwa. Okay? Me ni musika wo. I am proud to be who I am. I believe in your policies that policy. That's it. Get it straight. Don't get it twisted. My policy have always been to what? A government to achieve her policies and programs, period. If the NPP stalwarts who are part of this grand conspiracy care to know, then I urge them to go and find out where an NPP radio station was sold to an NDC person, and yet at the time the party needed the station to do what? To extend their policy and messages. Before I remember net 2 hono. Na NPP ni mapa on one station and be transfer ye di yeduma. Near their bomb policy so. Do you know what happened? This NPP top man on one side on one station ye teso ye di yeduma no. Because when I went there, I used the station to help propagate your policies and programs. The likes of my hopes na doyenum, the likes of my Oreya Wewe, JK, John Kumanum, hopes na doyenum, Francis Esianum, Kukufunumu, Henry Kukufunumu, plenty people were passing through to come and put more policies and programs there. As if that was not enough. Now me to me watch it. This was a station. Yeah, the man say me manager. I manage it to a point. One particular time, me here all night. President Akufo-Addo need me and the cousins. We now about all night, and there was a revelation. A revelation that ended said we have to go to President Akufo-Addo Nifie Ewochebi. We went there, saw the friend is saying ne kind of sample ebusia penny, and whatever the revelation, we gave it out. The following week. I hear from Makumaku saying 9 and a back cry. A share hotel be Accra, and they called me and they thanked me. As someone can say, hey, Fantini Achim de Muwa. Yes. The Nipa who we are say the boy. It doesn't matter who the person, it doesn't matter tribe, it doesn't we have to help. It's about nation building Ghana. What you say? Yeah, when Mumi says why car, attach a car no release me at the coach. I have been to Akufo-Addo's home. I've had one-on-one. Monko Akufo-Addo said they make utia kobi se wumia awo. They were part of this meeting to go and give a revelation. The betumi aye no no. Bisa said dey na buy. Yeah, this station is propagating a message, you know. The owner of the station, who is called Fred Owari, came, took the radio station and said no. Opeso radio station. And Fred Owari sold the radio station called Choice FM 103 point whatever 2 to why on one political adversary called who? Dr. Dufour. Go and check. Bolare and Obeji station, it is free and some. And then an opportunity came, and I have to sit with President candidate Akufo-Addo then. And what he asked me is, are you sure the station has been so? I say yes. Or Boniti say. In the final analysis, when NPP came to power, this is the same Fred Owari. Akufo-Addo gave him what? A position as the chairman of the Bui Dam. Eboa. Office ya wuri enim kosoro. Me se me mamu chronicle of enyoma ya ye wo form ahun. Mo na wo de obi nya fun emue na no nkasa oho. Hwe mo fi se me be cha mo sa me fa nche mo. I am not bitter. There is nothing here. But my issue is that let me be wherever I am. Mo ma me wo na me nya medjuma. Don't conspire and come around. Don't release your Alsatian dogs. I have nothing to do with national security. Please. Secondly, Obi Baby said, what happened to the Akufo-Addo's bribery scandal story by the Sellers newspaper prior to election 2020. And we says who stood in for President Akufo-Addo. Mokai. Ghana for Murefi, including NPP for. A brand new to election 2020 abano. A news broke said the President Akufo-Addo akwa di bribe kesiye. Emma video ni be pia bontinye di eguni ni mwase. Hey. Now let me tell you this. I'm sorry, I have to do all this. Mustafa Hamed, who is now chief executive of the National Petroleum, who sits there and now decide, and now friend who names away nipa. Sana mutiyo, mu boni nyomo way, mu tri mo day na mu boni some way ya, mu nya mu position we are, na mo tu nipa gu, mu yusu nipa na ma tu nachine, damn the persons in nipa bino. A lot of people have issues more deeper than this than me meti Hameka. Mustafa, unko bisa no kwanye faswa how this story got foiled because. Say issue way for him by Abrante Sellers, who I believe or I'm told is also an NPP member, together with former Ambassador Bewa, who Ambassador Bewa became an ambassador to Japan in Kufuor's era, or Sanso Beya ambassador ewo US everywhere. Or not together with the former Roads and Highways former director Nire no moko presente T-shirts at that time or a candidate Akufo. Omko presenti T-shirt ni ade. And ono Abrante Sellers no. Ono once upon a time was a worker of Anas Anas and had some cameras with him. And omdu raho could trust our video no. Video not the for God knows how many years. This is the time they want to tell President Akufo-Addo to say yes, now we have you. And as usual, that me Kwaku I have not regretted that I will not support Anas Anas any footage are. Ube kwa kocha na wumma the viewer the advantage to read into what is happening. No, the narrative, not the atua Asia. Asia is saying, and this is what they were. What did I do? I took my personal phone like this. And I'm here video edit to the information gallery. And this video went into many MPP platforms. MPP for look into the space. This video is coming. A propaganda, a fake. It's not like a bribe. Akufo-Addo don't a bribe. It's fake. And the video is that I have my videos here. And as if this is not enough. When I took the wind out of their sail to shoot down the video, they still went ahead and brought the video. But this time, because I had the original video. No? But guess what they did? One day, a doctored one by some narrative at twice any script into watch a video no we see obi Ambassador Bewa presented a package edema Akufo-Addo suppose that and on a bribe no but na ntisa any T-shirt ya ba be yes our defense we na edema mu refi ohun refi na wo ti hwa wo adwene say yenim de ye do you know what we've done for you people? Do you know? Opesi e kasa. Ani na no sebe mpenimfo mu gwa banimu mu hu nyansa ntoto mu nioma yie. Na won toto nioma yie a megimi na me ba be support say together with you and your mates all of us go to the ditch. I'm sorry man, minus me. Minus me. You know, you full grown ass man. Muntimi hu mu bra no mo. Me support mo mundi sebe nsamfo ngira Ghana for. I'll tell Ghanaians the truth. Now, folks, you do baby intimate. Our session dogs na mube ye jumano munye steady because me kind of crash them. Kwaku, I'm not bitter. Let me repeat again. Me upi so obi onim yo ka se Kwaku me asem na siria me come baby. But me de onyankopon din na me dem kasa that nobody in the governing party and anape me nyanya cause bebre. I've had some calls throughout this weekend with including our story yeah. Efa 15 million pounds sterling being lifted. And who calls Amenya? Oh, and I said National Security Minister Kandapa Mema Kacho, your performance is clearly abysmal one. It's my view. But let me put it on record. Look, I am not here. Let me disabuse your minds. I am not here to, as it were, fight an establishment too. And me interest. Some advocates are na I am a Ghanaian and I'm a citizen of this country. I am not here to fight the establishment. That's not my job. My job is to ensure that 3 things done here and -1. 1, to seek to educate and inform the citizens. Period. I don't entertain here. Does it look like entertainment? Yamba, does it look like Kings? There's nothing like entertainment. I'm damn serious. To what cheduma ye demand wrong, Massa, yeah. And some of us we lost a lot. 2 years, 4 months, Kwaku, I was out there doing my own things. You didn't feed me, NPP, when feeding you. Movie be enemy ho. But at 2016, 2020, we did what we have to do for. Say more policies and program, come and get it done. You see, more politics in now say it's about NPP. It's up. No. When you do that, the country will collapse. The country will hit the iceberg, not the tip of it. That's why Ghana, at this moment, we need a life oxygen to survive because of the way politics. Now, last Friday, I stated here on authority, a prominent Ghanaian in this government, Namekobo Edinbisa or a prime minister, come and see. People are pointing hands. Please, me koka prime minister no. Hey, and they na obiad ne ne kuria asimesi bi so. Se na me pese me boni dia mebo amamo. But me more ya hold it there. Man, you got to hold it there, folks. Hold it, chill it. Ebre so se me boni dia mebo. Because you know what? Maintain se miasio. There's another time I mentioned a name. And that person me bonidi say wabeje me anti sika thousands of pounds sterling also the koye visa ama me cousin back ontimi nya visa na enwa Gabi asorochire da ko waje say sika yi Gabi peso obeto na my sa story won say me ma asubio me twan ade there's something in the making na Gabi ono aye undertaking. Now, we will reach a tip point. Myself and Gabi will have to force ourselves into a forensic audit for Gabi to authenticate this, a signature, the undertaking he made. So, last 2 weeks in a year's story, and I'm saying, Gabi, because you know, many times we call London. You've been to the house many times. I'm not falsifying this story. He knows it. Myself and my aunt, we visited Gabi's office somewhere around here. Our Labone coffee shop at the back of coffee shop when Gabi was operating the office. Yeko office one yeko to Gabi and yeko to Egbert Fable. Mumbi sa o se meboa. Yeko ne aden wo me nam vubi anase ekudi agro. 15 million pounds sterling have been lifted out. Me mo bi edin wo, please. Ghana yen to aba enyi prime minister bia. Neither we've nominated prime minister. Inti makame prime minister asma, please let it be. Me mo bi edin. Inti mo try say mo push that agenda no. Mo amasema. Sa ore ye prominent member wo party mi. Aben mi. Or the saying or the $1.5 million or the Royal London or succeed here onyani trimu didi. Secondly, and a war sign I left 15 million pounds sterling. Odidru ho and a bam yesu no mu say great. And almost provide, you know, further and better particulars. And wintimi. Now he's making all effort to get in touch. We're getting with some top custom IRS officials be so money papers man. But when we say baby adne kodro no womuntimi papers bia emfa ho. Ene adina akonkon ho. Make us say womu baby omode CSK omode efa. Now tonight what I'm adding to this national security nyame na mu hia information for me please. National Security Ministry, please, respectfully. Nyame NSA me providing information, ma'am. No. I'm a journalist I'm in my line of duty. Mo The nation's consolidated fund is being given to national security. You don't account for your money. Me, I have not been given money from the state to do investigations. It's my own investigation. Take it from me. I swear God. I can come and see the whole mopa. You can even succeed. I'll go. But I'll tell the Ghanaian the truth. Expose your nefarious activities. Tonight, on that story, I'm giving the part 2 and the ADBSA questions. We are demanding to know the following. Is Ghana's Foreign Affairs Ministry aware of this syndicate here now? ADBSA questions. Foreign Affairs Ministry, are you aware of our story? A developing story. Are you aware of this? Number 2, is the National Security Ministry Nankasanso aware of this syndicate? And I'm Munim, then courtesy my show, The Frontline, my mom heads up, go and do investigations. Number 3, what is it that the National Security Foreign Directorate, the National Security Foreign Directorate, know about this syndicate? A day and a National Security Foreign Directorate, a day and a munim efasa die way home. National Security now many branches. We have the Foreign Directorate. Now me di wie ho no. Ibisa question. Is somebody in that directorate used his diplomatic passport for such operations and the spotlight is on him? Again, me say, is somebody at the Foreign Directorate where you soon a service passport? Me say, spotlights na banaswana. Is there something? National Security, go investigate here. Munim, one more Foreign Directorate to her. Who is in charge of the Foreign Directorate? I don't know. Why and where you soon service passport in such operations and they cover the transmission or transportation of such huge quantum of funds? Somebody is sitting out of the Kwaku Annan and on the Debia Kwaku Annan person is sensation. Maybe a sensational. Now you know what? I am here to announce to you. I have activated my foreign partners in the intelligence community and they are at work. And I've informed them about the kind of Rambo style action I've picked all the intelligence within the domain. And they are also watching. They are there with their lenses watching. And I do not want me so there's going to be a trigger of diplomatic row between a nation and patrol national security to go and work. Bring the best so many now to form say bam, but investigate the Foreign Directorate. Who are those at the Foreign Directorate? Our most social syndicates our more leftist our quantum of money but the new Afi, is it true that a top security and intelligence officer was dismissed from his post courtesy some of these arrangements? And a top security officer in this country, because there was also same transmission and transportation of such funds. And the bam, we in free ho. He was one of the finest security couple. He's worked with many intelligence agencies, including the Russian KGB. As far as I recall, he's worked with MI6. He's had a lot of training programs with KGB, MI5, MI6. He's also worked with the FBI, worked with the CIA. So many. He's a chap who President Akufo-Addo, because President Akufo-Addo knows his background, said, you go here and go and refine this organization. He went there, and this organization was refined to the best. And I can tell you, sir, all the top officers here do Makosa I Kwaku have worked in collaboration with them, each one of those officers, under the Fourth Republic. And you know what? Sa edumakuono titeno one branches say what the whole of Ghana, for example say be a Bokwa, one branch a Boko no. Tam so na abi assembly si wo Boko say Boko crisis na bi a say intelligence information e flow eba aha. Just say officer no no ho no. Ah? Or the typewriter be say me laptop you say or no the typewriter old fashioned typewriter no they are typing. Oh yeah. Instead say or to me transmit intelligence when you do Accra in a split of second. When my or type here not the some information or the share envelope not the ama STC state transport. Until now watching state transport in real intelligence report in Accra. Those who know, and I know I'm speaking to quite senior secret and intelligence officers of this nation who knows what I'm talking of. And I'm a intelligence, Papa Nye. I've said this before, that if you want to know any nation with its build-up of intelligence, go and read their secret and intelligence policy driven. There you can reduce to assess whether the country is one of those that must be enviable in terms of secret and intelligence breaking. Ghana there, oh, and then I'm with you. Sa payba sa so e ho pe or say every intelligence officer be one intelligence officer one laptop. Yes, everybody will be one laptop. This is how he managed to refine this organization. And yes, I say the record is there. One day we'll tell the story to the fullest. This officer refined this organization. The record is there. There was a time I make say agency ni nya de bi ewo womo offense womo ayiho. Look, this guy here I'm making has done a lot of job within the secret and intelligence file crew globally. But enam enipa bonisemwa mudi ti o memu na mo mpa de papa nti umu yini firi ho say chacha just like that. Yeah. Eyi omu yini firi ho no. Part of the reason is also because of money laundering. Yeah, more left the call. Now, no me the story ni bewie. Ne me bisa. What has become of the 3 Takrady girls? Wherever you are. Sa 3 Takrady girls na ye kidnap woman no. Woman we hen. And what some go wie zen. Adi be si wo Ghana enche. Wote ho a can rubbish say mimi nim dia minim wote ho office NPP office wo can some fun say jama mimi nim dia memeka maybe some sa 3 Takrady kidnap girls no wo mo hene enfa no mo. Now it was known to all of us sa 3 Takrady girls we yet one mamiti wa and mudden akwashe yoko mamiti wa bekacha Ghana for oh we've seen the girls and that they are fine and soon we'll join Ghanaians. Mamiti wa Madel, come and tell Ghanaians where are those girls? How dare you people when you are trofo akoshifo me bisao mamiti wa look at me me say 3 girls no more hefa who say you koshini you have lied in the name of the sovereignty of the state, we detract Ghana for. And President Akufo-Addo is watching her still sit at the office. And when we say I'm from and the many are brief walking, but I've been spoken to. Sir, Mami Tiwa, may say tomorrow morning issue a statement, tell Ghanaians the status of that case. Now the question, the precipice of why Tiwa should come out and make that press conference and state, say, now who Mami Tiwa now be this outrun Ghana who ye you ready? Won't you ready? But you will be ready. Because of what? Some godfathers that you have. Onyankopon hu mobo. Onyankopon hu mobo. What we say? South Takrady girls, be see net. It's a question remain. The 3 girls kidnapped by why? Have they been killed? Murdered? What? Where are they? And what some Korea saying? Investigation course saying. Mamiti wa wetimi di munu kure. Atrofo and nabrabafo and yakoshifo boni asemuma na mumpe ne kure ka. Ukoka ne kure ne chiroma no mbuefu. Na omu push omu box wa she political enim. Hey, minus me o. Me mini card. Any of these political parties, me no card. I don't want to hold their card. Folks, we move here. We, Ghana Speaks Part 1. May a short break. The bar. The Part 2 knows who will kick off. This is Ghana Speaks, the Frontline show. I am Kwaku Annan, your investigative journalist. And of course, this is, dear Ben, a hot investigative magazine show. We say it as it is, and the truth, nothing but the truth. Stick and stay. I'll be right back.
Only.
Yeah, they are Jumo. Kwaku. Hey, me party see me no. Dia me to me when see what they look. I name NPP say I'll be to me to move say ya be fufu. Ya try Ghana hacho. Ye ni niema pi. We know a lot. When it comes to the state and the security and intelligence of the state, we have a lot. Because we name it, and we are so big, so the only one no afraid wa ko. Binti we name me a massa. Shut up! Don't brag. Man, you what they say? And we name obi. No, please. I'm trained in things like that. Mean kasa nye dede. Enti mama fama sembi maya so. NPP penifobia mubopo. Nesra mu ni mulem. Yewie. Dia mekwa ohobia is done. Mu release sikebi ma. Ora kwa me Japan e mwasema musika ma me ho minimu ni chefe bia Ghana ni bia so look it got to a point prominent people in this country was just say I couldn't meet me hu dia menya just say bia obebia mo face no obi na asese sika me tell every car bia me Kwaku na me drive me ana me to ma de okay atare bia me hye me ana me to ma de se bi mpredi asan edan yesibi esi ho ye de ama me an me si ma de politician bi asike nim usika wo ma bra na be menya journalist fo na mo musika etoto esusi dan na de bia na mo di dwan mo no me musika bia ma me ho se fekoye no please na mo de ma me so anan chenchen mo because a nation building na me boa let's all help ya say the ordinance say yam aduhwam no so on pepa on chise ode bebom ana na mo ye bibisa hey politics na ye no ye na ye for the fact say your man ye chichire wan no wi on fa na sem banko no wa na wa anye wo wi nso a wo say hey journalism bi no oboa mo na mo mani sika mo nyamfomso because we nipa ye Ghanaian na dem mo betra ministry so ada na mo fa mo sika emfa mo ka our ministers of state mo fie light bill mo na mutua ka na wutwi na e wo ka bibizamo ka na wutwi na e wo ka. Let's make look, mempe hypocrisy. Let's nail it as it is. If a journalist be aboa, amanyoku obi, next wa aboa mo eye na ho den no de aboa mo. Se mo na sibi no de be manu masa, wo de manu a, wo ko gire ba bi na journalist what's that? I know what you're saying. But why nye bi amanu a masa kan wanu tum. Nko gire ba bi nye dede. Because wo sika no amakotra ministry ya na himfa no a mo ye sika na mo die no enye mo sika ye na ye sika serial callers o wan yo den wo mo nyina edwuma mo ye no wo mo nya se wo mo ni dwuma bi die o our serial callers in this country nya se wo mo ni dwuma bi die o but parties no mo die eche no ho akononti kwabna ne tumi fresa ansana atom nso a wo be kasasa owi a bi kora na ya ama na dama na moto mu di ska mu di ma na ne ade wo ye samo mani paso mu enwe no na journalist bit ni ba bi ye na adwuma so yenkoye let's begin to do some machinations kwa attack no yenko ke kansem yem say yes me mo de mo release stories nemra I knew this day will come but my wild I already tremble because I have a lot ye nyoma o ye nyoma mamo eno na anu bi obi ntiase a Obisi hai ena ye de Kwaku Annan aba na 2T fencing CTV just to be able to navigate his way back into NDC. No waka okoye to the extent of saying it even in social media, and I kept my cool. So one day, one at a time, I know what I'm doing. A journalist went up there. I said, me employers now who sabi adwene eye adwuma se Kwaku be ye wadwuma no. One of the make call in the court of public opinion, trying to even cast a slur against my image. Said me, hey, I'm so it's okay. Even though I thought it was a brother and a friend. Some of you know. Mankasa. Because a Jumana ye no. Who pledge it, me adore President Akufo-Addo and our President Mahama. Maybe you don't know, so I loved him to the brim. But the point is, what do shoulders kochokini say? So why na ujina? Na dear Bechi. What do you think you've done to the bigger picture? NPP and NDC. So, through the support for the state, help the party to get to power. Na more money in a year. Man, yet. The 2TV. And Robi be some say Kwaku. Na so 1 week wama mememra. When such people were so much evil and wicked, they make sure they cause every confusion to make sure I exit. Na me sorry na ma share material black na ma beton. God forbid. Masa me you hypocrite. Let it be and let it be now. At the time, you know, they were the gods, they were the media giants that you respected so much. Me boa. No muna na mo respect to mo. And no obisi Kwaku me share me material black na me beton. Damn it. Damn it. Munim pain na makosi nipa. Hey, you have no idea. But some top people in your government, they know. I lost my beautiful marriage for nothing. In your my course, na me try court. Me take program no so ameye e dey boa mo no. E bring mo policies to light no. Na me try court to kwan up and down. Yeah. Don't provoke my sadness for how many years ago, and I still remain who I am. Okay? 2 years, 4 months, I have been who I am. Till stations been almost frame me a manko. And I have my reasons to seek to have a bond with the officers and the management of this television station. National security, let me be. Ora, Wednesday, let's say another episode be. Kandapa, Mumisa Kandapa, how many reports? And I'm a here, Edibro Ra Kandapa, how many of them? On the back of Debea, Galamsey menace, Omugu Widemwa, Omu say Ghana forest and water bodies. Mumisano. Courtesy why Canal Srebo, who is his PA? Munkobisano. A true baby non person a story be at the 2 minutes. Na me Kwaku. A bomb who modern akoye investigations the abramo. Na ne papa mu anche muntusa bisa so report on the fire heaven. Mo de mamun kamanu ntumu ho. Na mo ntramu ba bi nyedi na mo de release your Alsatian dog. Abaye mo setosa. Hey, I'm well prepared, I have to tell you guys. I'm well prepared. Ora Canada Japan. Some science bibi di command wa me patrol. Minini yanche BBM. Mukwana mukobisano. Canada Japan didn't take care of me. One mini bibiache and yanche bibia. One musika mo de man so mfanye den me. Man talk out, yan talk out me sit down nothing. Me say man talk time bu. Welcome back to Ghana Speaks Extension. And in this episode, we demand to know what happened. And light went off at Cape Coast Stadium as All African Games football match was ongoing. When would this year? Maybe catch them on say, hey, Dumso is in the making. Yes, yeah. And weekend here. When was I see what Cape Coast? We're transmitting live from this very studio, the first CTV live. And we also have those dozens of stations, including Tsunami FM, 888 and Lapiki the Feed. Then in Western region, we need to have and 1 FM, Tiny FM. So we need to say, hey, Pado, one more thing Kwaku Annan trust Tadi FM for epagem 99.1 Sunyani for epagem 88.1 and then also we are across the social media my CTV GH WhatsApp I find saying YouTube for and a Facebook or na ya peti go wow TV station is bit I flip it no I share WhatsApp line here 020-297-3461 WhatsApp line 020-297-3461 me pacha WhatsApp line don't call my friends are memfa edie be na see ya into stadium ho eye kabisi folks eba na saying take a listen to this watch this. Great, folks. Adiasa, ewo stadium ho. Na womope na ometimi akire. Eimrei meba studio ha na just the ECG Chief Executive Mahama na swa yehye. But first of all, what is wrong? If moye timetable de magana for. Eranum baby edru no. I see you do night. Moye timetable the man I did. But who's there? Mum pese sa record no e bi beba mo calendar no so da. Na Ghana for yakase but opo mumpo aba. We have declared. Again, we are demanding to know the reasons behind President Akufo-Addo's clarion call to heads of states or heads of African states in demand of their 30% of their sovereign reserves. The internal Peniko Council Assembly. 37 assembly session. Say Africa amayama na sikano ide kogu foreign reserves now. Eno eye to say buffer na beboy here demuno. President Akufo-Addo say yen sign yen kuyi say sikana 30% yen fema African leadership now. Na no ne baby say yen bisa underlining questions way. Will these African leaders manage the funds proper? How has President Akufo-Addo managed Ghana's resources so far in his 7-year rule? Yen resources na President Akufo-Addo were managing the same. Now, can we and assembly see here? Or say the president call is anchored on the fact that the African continent had been exposed to difficulties in assessing development finance to aid in economic recovery during COVID-19. He also advocated institutionalizing the African Economic Forum, where there would be an annual meeting to seek financial solutions to the problems of the continent. Both calls by the president received full support from the colleagues, His Excellency William Ruto of the Republic of Kenya and Mnia Diade. When him saying here, one more eboje so it sounds here. All these leaders, African leaders now, we are they are criminals. But look, Shadibi is here. Also, however, Ghana Web reports the director of research at the Institute of Economic Affairs, Dr. John Kwaku, is against the move. He says African countries have not shown that they have built enough buffers to protect the reserves. The quote, until we are able to build firewalls around our reserves locally to protect them from plundering by African leaders, they should remain where they are in foreign institutions. One reason for saving our reserves in foreign institutions is to keep them out of reach of plundering African leaders. Until we can protect the reserves locally, which I doubt that we can, they should remain where they are, unquote. Woman will be a while.
It is an annual year, see, a quiet, dear Ben. Ye quiet, I don't know, friends, a Japa deal. A Japa deal, young common Ukraine. Oh, why no be a can't say me now. I see, be the Manila train, it be the day in some bassa. But how did Akufo-Addo put the statement? Take a listen to President Akufo-Addo at the AU summit. Listen to him.
We have gone in the establishment of the financial institutions. So that will not be the subject of these brief remarks that I'm going to make here. My concern, and to that extent, I'm proposing a decision for the plenary, is how we can contribute to the reform of the global financial architecture. We're all in agreement that the way the global financial architecture works at the moment, it doesn't work in our favor, and that there is a need to make some fundamental systemic reforms. But making the reforms also requires that we also take some steps that will assist us to have a greater impact in the way in which our economies are financed. And an important consideration that I want all of us to think about is that as it stands, virtually all our countries, we hold our reserves in foreign banks, attracting largely negative rates of interest. The proposal that I'm going to put to the plenary and I want to share with you, so it will form part of our discussions this morning, is that we should take a decision that a minimum of 30% of the reserves of each one of us, sovereign reserves, should in fact be invested in the African multilateral institutions. I speak about the ADB, I speak of Afrexim Bank, which will strengthen their balance sheets and strengthen their capacity also to facilitate more and more resources for our development. It's a relatively radical proposal. There are several aspects of it, of course, that we will have to, if we accept the proposal, we'll have to agree on a mechanism for monitoring how these monies are going to be used, for ensuring that we get proper accountability. All of these things are necessary. But the fundamental fact that if we find a way where we can increase the financial power of our own institutions, we're in a better place to finance our development. Already we've seen the tremendous work that the ADB and the Afrexim Bank have made, especially during this critical period of the COVID pandemic and the COVID difficulties. Afrexim Bank stood very tall to help us mobilize funds to buy vaccines, to do all the same with the ADB. So these institutions are institutions which are ours and which we can trust. So if we can find a way of strengthening them, we strengthen ourselves. And that is the proposal that I want to put before the...
Great. President Kwaku Annan say, by Z, Mpinifubine and Yadrine. That proposal or they call 37 Assembly way, intimate Yadruma. African leadership intimate demonstrating any qualitative leadership. The exemplary order lines. Your neighbor might say, look, your exemplary order lines cannot pass unnoticed, but this one, no, folks, we can. Man, we cannot accept this. Let the money be where it is. All right? Now, third story. And this is where we title mental captivity or slavery. Our next story is what we describe as the mental captivity through what I call the religion. This is a situation I have spoken about largely, and its debilitating effect has on our society ever since we envisage the gospel according to Christ. Say, as someone eba Africa, Emma Africa, yintimi ehu yebrano. Esom. But my main come be intramo. Me minchi Christ somo. No. And none no because of Gwen. The other na wonfa asofo nso omo bom homoden pa emfemba. They know themselves. Medi tio. Medi asofo bi omo bom homoden ebeba no. Eba be competition. Ti man for mo amanzo e. Name ma odo omo ba ochina na omo hwa enkrofo ehi. Rather, let's stay a while longer about on those committing the crimes. But that does not take away, say, there are not good men of God out there. No, and yes, there are a lot, me say on my way, about 10% of men of God, they are there. And they are not the loud ones. But the fact that men confess are men of God, number I didn't say men of God being no, yes, I'm not saying. But one for mama, Udomo Kobe or China, no, ma be your time in their colleagues. So, my young kwaye womudi unyankupon din ayo triase. No mukuta and so no musinitiasi. A South-style acclaimed man of God, psychologically misleading hundreds of worshippers at the altar in attempt to kill the devil. No. But me the other one be chiremo. Also for the dumb way you jina I saw them. Now I say oho mu jina no won mu ba bekum bonsam no. Na den e no matamwa wo mu de ba bekum obonsam. No bonsam no betumi eku. Now first of all, begin to interrogate what is the understanding of say Christo for you mujina ho no. What understanding of the gospel no cry. It is saying, and these things are going on in your society, in my society, that we need to force them to change a mental captivity. And so most in the 21st century. When the culture say, "A dear who my dear, we are dame and a watching." At the end, say a tour, say who could come and some. And when so ye huana, as so be jiton hoso near church nipa. Ebi ana we a member. Ebi ana so for me say, a dear bakwa upe. We are Professor Dr. Emeritus Dean. Also for be a GHS class, baby and a winnie, obetimam with the area form. Simply because I saw Python we did them out. And yes, Anna. Why do and only dear men? Obronina sia babium. Onyanko point at my ways in baby be a chamo. Obronina sia babium. Was it dear bain? You be a tonche. I feed the bear man on worry bearma. No ban on some worry or bar. So they're about to cut off what you call procreation. Yes, Anna. Because we are all directed members no Kwaku bonsam. Na bonsam na hinujina. Take a listen to this. So I saw them no mujano. They are there with offensive weapons. Nkutokuro nsrada prayer attending omni prano ni na bi hodem o na prayer nkumenkuma ni bi so me metade prayer nkumenkwan bi nam de prapa we atintini na bi ni nkotokuro ne nsrada na omudi kokumo bonsamo. Another self-styled acclaimed man of God also surfaced with lies and mysteriously started quoting scriptures against the message. Also for Yesu ye de ojina ho a ono so wo quote scriptures. Na imagine say ojina saw them on scripture no wo quote no say ye ne kure say nye ne kure. These are enyoma wono mu yedi tie onyankopon ba. Na onyankopon ba fu we gu aso dem no madane to say zombies because omo parking kan. Nipa no ojina ho nankasa no nim de woka e na omo so omo gu no woka message ni omo so nim bibi omo jina. Iranum enya reho and when nana ekoso in a nation called Ghana where civilization is believed to be in abundance, is it not? Take a lesson to this. Watch it closely.
Exodus chapter 2 verses 22 and 23. Let's read the word of God, please. Then she gave birth to her son, and he named him Gisham, for he said, I have been a sojourner in a foreign land. Verses 23. Now it came about in the course of those many days that the king of Egypt died, and the sons of Israel in Jerobinim, Jairophono, Yabrel. Exodus chapter 2 verses 22 and 23. Nyankopon ren fishi.
Kwadwo obinim maka anoma bi e wo wirem ni sunu no asam koro anoma ne ye fantini na esu a wo su wo wirem ho nie asam koro wa kwadwo scripture no read here no say wadada wom nanso the energy, the alacrity, the prowess to which all they kind scripture no but we dey atro any nipa no wo kan se betwom no ma jedi say one who their religion driving nipa into state of their being absurdity. Now folks, about 3 weeks ago, the maiden edition of the Frontline, na me mamo headlines be. On the Frontline maiden edition, I reveal that there is an impending expose. We title the expose in the body of Christ. Oh, there. In Chebia, my big chia software bebre, chia binum, boma basso nemniade. Yes. Many of us sophonibia me be chia mohinana are caught in this crossfire. Yes. And I'm quite mobile. Ye gusopao. Ye. Na eda me buy na me yade bi. Let me tell you, this expose coming soon. Indeed. And let me be about that personality no you can't ask him. Namobekaya, I went further that day to disclose all initials of this renowned man of God in Ghana, who apparently bought a land from a Nigerian renowned man of God, who also was arrested in UK for pedophilia activities. Mokaya. Now, in that maiden edition, viewers, listeners will recall, I gave the initials of this renowned man of God as, and I still stand by it, Memodi, Nkobodina Memoeno. Initials, I'm demanding M-I-C-H. M-I-C-H. The middle name, B-U-A. B-U-A. And the last name, N-Y-A-M. N-Y-A-M. And Nasoridin, the name of his church, I gave as THE-MAKER. And I'm a chance apostrophe opa na ode esa ka. Now, folks, the front line still at work on this issue. The last name of the church was Forsaken, for a good reason. But the name of the church, you know, THEMAKER apostrophe opa fesoso nafa eska ho. The rest evenzi ho. Woman na ka expose no ho. He bas gidigidi. Osofo din ni nsuro na mabo. Na no mekobo osofo a owo ha mo friends Gideon Danso, and somebody got the nerves catch me Kwaku say Kwaku you can't mention Gideon Danso. Who the hell? Oya wan? Gideon Danso na mo bedi atroche me Kwaku. Afenyo marking majority leader of Ghana's parliament now. Be catch me say Gideon Danso no wo de enchini gu nsuom. E de wo President Akufo-Addo na nsunti. Wo mu gina me konso in the days at Netu say Mama more papa ni di. They forced that out. And not now. They say nyenne. Bibi eshe sumase. And I'm now catch them go and read Ephesians chapter 5 verse 9. Anything that is unworthy must be exposed. Mama nka bibi so na Ghana for mo fantu mutrim. Yes see your investigations. Your investigation bia so you look enye ne dene ne fe. Say bibia no nye investigation now so and I'll be we would be to investigation boy utumi say we there are lots of enyoma. It's not to tell you say this is a story for the news market. You must it must go to them to change something. And yet ube expose you obi na nefe na any de na you obi. Mama nka asema mountains emiase. Now, as same way tonight, may see ye be what you say. Our listeners and viewers should keep these two names we are. May boy. Sir, Adia me the part 2 of giving you the headlines of who this renowned man of God. Mabona Suridin, and in initial see. Koso. Sorry. Now, me bebo dinbi. Keep these names in mind. These two prominent names in mind who live at East Legon. Two prominent Ghanaians live at East Legon, precisely Mempasem. Honomo. Na empenimfoi bakudi de Mr. Boateng and Mr. Amwakwehene. Both are men of substance and both married from the same home. Mr. Boateng and Mr. Amwakwehene, one mo te East Legon, Mempasem. One mo mi ani na nso ware free efie baakum. Na hwade. Now, these two prominent Ghanaians we took this man of God, name withheld. Mediato ni din mama mo initials to be M-I-C-H. The middle name B-U. Anamebwa, yeah. B-U-A. The last name A-N-Y-A-M. Memo be heading. Now, these two prominent Ghanaians took this man of God, name withheld, as their spiritual father. Indeed, on one occasion, these two prominent men of God had come for prayers at the premises of this man of God. And after the prayer session, one junior pastor of this man of God, I know so me bo ni din a friend of mine, Boafo, they are all alive. Boafo, sir, junior pastor, your friend Boafo, of this man of God, disclosed something that God had revealed something strange to him, and that the only means that obetime discloses our prophecy would be say. These two prominent Ghanaians would have to meet with him in closed doors, secrets. So they actually went to a closed door meeting. What was the prophecy about? The prophecy was for these two men
to pay each an amount of $99,000 for this man of God to perform a miracle in their lives. As it were, sow a seed. Prophecy is that they should sow a seed. Na onyankopon mie kwan bi ma. And they actually paid the seed. 99,000. As one make a show. Yeah, investigation e kwa no. The $99,000 was paid to this man of God for a miracle in their lives. And now, folks, guess what? It is later now known that the supposed prophecy revealed by the junior pastor called Boafo was an information fed to him by the senior man of God, name withheld, to present it to this prominent man as a prophecy to extort money from them. Now, when my dear, I don't know who your man of God is, but the only thing that nipa beti me they subdue wadwene. Many oftentimes is a psychology played courtesy religion. Now, when these two prominent men realized that the junior pastor Boafo had, quotes, prophesied detailed information about them, including releasing traveling itineraries of them, they decided or demanded that Pastor Boafo should visit them periodically to pray with them. And that is where all the trouble began. Yes. Or and a confusion between this junior pastor and this renowned man of God. Is that there? So junior pastor Boafo or release detailed information about these two prominent Ghanaians living at East Legon. Mr. Boateng any amwako hene. When we now worry ewo efie baakum. So if I say we yiri ni eyenu mienu free baakum. Na Boafo no release details we na no ede ma womo no. Womo hu dwiri wom. Only now to know say no. The renowned man of God name withheld here had a prior notice and have done a lot of consultations with them and knows them a lot. It is our information on no passing them at junior pastor and say feko na feko move no. Folks, our intelligence gathering has uncovered another prominent Kenyan personality called Solomon Lelengwesi. Solomon Lelengwesi, Obeba Ghana Enche, who also fell victim of this extortionism because this Reverend Minister of God, name withheld, had dig some information about this Kenyan personality, Solomon Lelengwesi, and had passed it to his same junior pastor to use it on this Kenyan man to extort huge sums of dollars. Folks, and no man so funny be moye or Ghana hana. Me say e be etching their politicians in the area. Na mwanwa. Na no na maybe some mun keeping name we so who is prophetess or prophetess there be Esh. Fadini to kwotro to diary. Prophetess Esh na sembeba. Ono so a Kenyan personality or Kenyan national beba. Now, and nyoma koso in the body of Christ. Ghana hano. I am. You see, politicians need me. Our last resort, the Church of God. Yanko swear ya this way na debi. Oho na obeko no mu miyam. Now, me baby is a question way. This is a question. Please, a question. Dear, is it true that this Reverend man of God name withheld took some thousands of dollars from this Kenyan partners in pretext of say or Togo heya or kwakoye donation be ama orphanage home? How much? Energy free Kenyan partners in all. Osu or Togo akoye donation be all. Sika saying energy free wo mo.
Messiah baby is another question, Biom. Who is Pastor Joe Tete to this same man of God name with hell? Who is Pastor Joe Tete? Who falsified the prophecy to be given to Ora Julius Debra, former chief of staff under former President John Dramani Mahama. Some amount of money, 3 times that of his age. So let's do hypothetical. Assuming said time on no mujis can free Julius Tete hono. Panesena Ora Julius Debra, ni we did 40 years. The amount now said Julius Debra, was 3 times that of his age. So if he was 40 years, he has to pay 3 times of his age. Ora Julius Debra, Sawuti Emia. Stay tuned, more is coming. Who is Joe? Sir Pastor Joe Tete. A falsified prophecy Dima Ora Julius Debra, former chief of staff under former President His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And no more prophecy at the man. And the prophecy would be say as who Tiesika at the more also for penny 3 times that of his age. You bedrew her. Or may Muslim Muno, a Musu Noda. Let me be another question, which is the 3rd question. Does this man of God named with hell own what you call Airbnb? Airbnb, sorry. Airbnb. Somebody has said Airbnb. What has here? Do you own Airbnb? 24 mansions. Ewo memuha. Ene kresa. Okay. Me dinibe si by say, and I'll do this disclosure for him. Take it from me. Whoever your initials echo with this. Tiasie, let me give you an intelligentsia. Every Sunday, special agents are in his church monitoring him closely. Every Sunday, some special intelligence agencies, intelligence agents, our monitor men and women that he doesn't know. Monitor. Na eda ebeji se wom obeka sana me your trofo abotre enna na ma me de ka sa 50 million we no say some foreign agents and so close up on this and Kwaku amete men so together with my foreign partners ye hwe ni o maybe international security for munim authorities for London munko bi some about that money. Nyame. Any attempt on my life would cause explosion. I'm telling you, explosions in quotes. Inti mama mintram baby, as a citizen of this nation, I mean yemeduma. Na national security for musumun kwa yamode. Don't come and attack me. Pamucho. Muntram baby yemeduma. Also for penny way me say some security and intelligence agent every Sunday any day be left up at play mu so okwa Nigeria I don't know what will happen, but let's see. Intelligence be that form say ehwa na wakra so otu kwan ada say no we route akoshe Kumasi anase himfa say ne kura nye ne kro ni na no we are watching this space. Now, my disclosures be mamo, and I'm going to mention the name of this man of God. What happened? There is a man of God that made the first name, Namamomo, second name, called Reverend Riafe. Reverend Riafe was arrested in where? Mebo Kronidiachro, Spain. And they took him from Spain, one more sign, United States. And in the process, Reverend Riafe mentioned several prominent Ghanaian pastors who involved in the syndicate. Syndicate Benya, question mark. Watch the space, folks. Reverend Riafe. Kona kwa reading. Reverend Rafi mentioned some Ghanaian prominent men of God who are involved in the syndicate. Syndicate bank. Folks. My member can come a message in a mamo. Na fi yenhwed we. Good evening. Mister, please. My name is Isaac Poposki inside Banana Inn. Thank you for opening our eyes. And Ode Etoho. Good evening, sir. I am Nicholas from Volta region. I'm enjoying your Frontline show and want to encourage you to do more for us to help remedy this blah 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 in our generation. God bless for your work. Nico, word ne ka hon mean to me more. Mean to me. Kwaku Annan, keep it up. Emmanuel La Paz, I like your energy. Speak the truth. Power, whether NPP or NDC. Mo, I love you too. It's a shame to our nation, our dear nation called Ghana. Last 2 weeks, Akufo-Addo said they solved doomsday in this country. And then what happened? Prosperity will surely judge them one by one. Daniel Latte from Tema, Community 5. Hi, Kwaku Annan. I have been following you all the way from Hot FM up to Net2 TV and now CTV. Try to continue your work and the way you hit up the NDC and the MPP, Net2 TV. Please hit up NPP too, like that. Thank you. This guy know me well. Yes. Baby, no office there. I'm sorry, I'm better than to know. You need to know me well. Places are my year. Also, I really understand you, big boss. It's very painful when you sacrifice your something to someone and let's get such a result. God bless you for your good work. It's me, Owusu Boateng. Okay, Owusu. We say good evening, Mr. Annan. Please, we need nothing but the truth. Tell them, I love your program. And the love messages in Abba. Hey, and the messages in there. You may keep your chef regime. We say keep it up. We say kudos. Kwaku, kudos. Mine is Kwaku. You are warmly welcome to our foes. We shall be sincere with you. Keep the good work. Siram Teku, New Jerusalem, and Odebaye. Oh, Massa. Chai cry, I say Jai cry. Say that bibi minti de okano. Me word now tree no minti me modin. Well, I say good evening, Mr. Kwaku Annan. My name is Rash Kocha from Yapi in the Central Gonja. We are very behind you. Do your work without fear or favor. More fire. Please, Ghanaians, vote massively for NDC and visionary, reliable, wisdom, and honest leader John Dramani Mahama to come and rescue Ghana from this super incompetent NPP government led by Nana Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia come 7 December 2024 with his 24 hours economic policy. Credible and fearless journalism. Mr. Annan, fire them all from Rash, Kocha, Yapi, Gunja, Odebaye. Spread the message there, bro. No be what I said, the people are very wicked. Honestly speaking, Kwaku Annan, may the Lord be with you wherever you are. God bless you too. Well, I say, good evening, sir. Please, I hope you are doing well. I am watching the Frontline show live. Our leaders are really not helping at all. Kwaku, I say, I am AB from Asin Fusu. K. The dishonest of conduct of Ghanaian politicians, some clergy, and judiciary summarizes the mess in which we are now. Shame, greedy politicians. NPP is full of ungrateful people and thieves. Say AB and Ode. I say, good evening, Mr. Annan. Please, thank you for educating me from MPP, some members who are greedy and selfish people. I am from East Legon Hill, Adentan, Odebaye. Flow on my mentor, don't fear and soul. God is with you. Fire them all from up to down. I am Daniel from Achimota. Abu Funkweku, you are too much. I said, good evening, Kweku. I am Daniel. Okay, Chimota, you are doing well. Keep the fire burning. I said, Kweku, please calm down. You just started this show and we are enjoying it. So please forget them. I am Daniel Abu Daniel. And Zembi Hanipao. Well, say, boss, forget them and do your work for Ghana. Okay. Or say, yes. It's another week and different show. And the show is the Frontline with the man with tactical brain, the great Kwaku Annan, is on the seat. Everywhere is silent. Ubiara Frontline. This is your guy, Osei Tutu from Community 18 Junction Spinters. Yes. Sana asemno etia. Hey, I do. Folks, my main. Oh, what's that? Ose, I'm not honorable. Ose, honorable Annan, please, why did you leave Netu? I'm George. The reason why I left Netu is simple. Netu phone should tell you the truth, but they won't. My reason for leaving there is what I'm doing here. I'm telling the truth, and they didn't like the truth. Simple. One pen the crack. One pen and the crack. Into one pen the crack. They say, I say, hi, greetings. This is Patience, aka Tracy Spark. Oh, Tracy Spark. Is it Tracy? Yes. I say, aka Tracy Spark. This year, 2024, we won't try any person again. Things are really hard because my husband is aluminium fabricator, but since last year we now in new year, but no job is coming. It makes things very hard for us. Nanado, his children would pay for his bad deed. I'm from Ashelabokwe, Lakeside. Oh, okay. Tracy, right? Tracy, God bless you too. Yes. Ota sene message. Ebapa also, good evening, Commander. Great job, comrade. Onosunedia Ode Banono. Loads of messages. I say, good evening. The NPP government is worst government ever. That's it. Daniel no debaye. Okay. Folks. Reading the messages are tough. But you know what? Let me do it's quite a how many weeks in na men years mami me phone lines na me say metimi enya memfa be 1-2 calls bia na emfen respite me we no so ahanso messages egua. Let me see if I can just okay. Now mami me phone lines no na mosumuntimi emra me pacho maybe be a phone line we listen to me. Ewo phone, not your TV. Okay? TV. Oba ma wakasa na nyin na woni abesubi the NTV. Nti mo am radio so ewo Sunyane FM 88.1 and Attack Radio 99.1 Tadi FM. Mo betimi afre hwe wo TV so betimi afre. Number 0302 771593. Me fa just some few AB na me dey si Wednesday, yes, 0302 771593. First caller, Erim. Hello, sir.
Hello, good evening, Opening.
Yes, sir.
Opening Pacho, Ba Unia Ketua Ikuni, Mikasefri Asamankase.
Great. Asamankase for what to say?
I'm Nakupa, the Viabo Opening.
The Janase.
Opening, Yamishra. Any ejumapa any akumapa uwo mo mankana because we share no kureka ugusu kika no kure da hono because we share mpeniso du o mangana hanomu se no kure wo hono na wo ka no kure no wa yedebe no wa da na atamfo enso no kure na sa asam no yedebe wo ka no enti ye benimu se yede tawochi gusu ye sa ejuma na wo de bo manga because se wo ye se omo ade no mo din ekọ enimu a me gidi se ombe sekram ade because enko bani so peni ye de tumi mawo na tumi na se wo di ye na ye ntima mo for benefit a sabi sabi alo da wo ndwe wo di wan kata wo besia fon wan kata personal interest na ye ntima mo for na ye bere because who should do so say some out yes na some say be ya woro enye enum kwase kese a aba we dia to ya because who fa we ya kan say tam table bra open who should that some kese anuma from anofo be 10 enum 6 we ya no mo so ye lat mayen and to some say na ye aduma na na say ye like ye aduma no o pe say ye den we ya bra aduma na and yes no say dum so na ababaka o fa tam table bra ni ye hu sapa dum so na ababaka ti say nyoma ni ye hu de ye be ya no ba ye nsori ni ya ba aduma mu ye ba aduma mu a ye be di aduma mu ni la to na ko off ye be tenesi sa ji sa na ju enumra ata de la ta ba some say ye bi say bo bra na and yes no ye say bi e na mu ka kire Ghana for because o mu ka some de e ka kire Ghana for so mo ba mo wa be to nyoma ye na o man gere di ye discuss na come de na mo ba o be ye amosika ba mo na fe de agency say da mo ma ba de mu ku yankura
okay obi so emrem wa ne en tantantanta na bugina so eche another person into me emrem credible ma another person emra. All right, hello, good evening.
Hello, Kwaku.
Yes sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes sir.
Mpobe.
Adom na ye wa hedi na ne ye pem so say president and vice no.
Ode.
Me see ye wa hedi na just ye pem so say president and vice no.
Da ya me ase. But would be there. Fantastic.
Thank you.
I made outreach with anything.
Thank you.
Now, what I say, you're independent, you're celebrating Kofodia. What can you be a Kofado by or more?
Okay, Papa Mom.
Okay, and the Mamin Kyle. Almost 15 town. And you want to come on. The Imperial Tower, Imperial Tower. You got the sun, you got it.
Good.
And the credit ever could. And which must also end a petty witch. Which you want a petty witch. Neither meaning with internet too. And you said there will see program. So there will see any passion. We said that they are at that way now. And that will be PIC and the near to Papa. Since last 2 weeks, I have been forced to me try something, and that year, I'm here to meet my friend on that too.
Good one.
Media, if you and a bit of a mom. In your way, don't write here. And I'm a why you are, don't write here.
What I mean, you are mayor and Madame Hussein and Nam.
Sir, it's media, the back of because these people see young who be quiet, I may swallow young, a crown with it, I may swallow a fasten. To Kwaku, neither I'm a queer back of it. So, she ain't me now, but 2 years as well, no she would, because we don't move here. We don't move here. If you are cooking, it's out. I didn't here. Bye-bye.
Amen. All right, my man for another call. How many minutes to go? How many minutes go? My producer says, all right, hello, good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Bonito, man, what's it?
Okay.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Okay, on to me, all right, hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Pretty fast.
Hello?
Yeah, me too, Kasa.
Yeah. Kwaku Annan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. My tune there, in so I go in year for Obiani. And then what you know? Me waka just me da se da no. Yes, I can just like yes, I can change the panel. Come on, no be so we are the no one went to and come and never feel what they was and I BBC and I feel. And then I went to the first station, I come from so other mountains from wrong. Or money I just walk away in the helmet. And we have it here. We have it done.
Thank you very much. Great. My main for last caller, then the messages are here. Making can answer also. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Better me a contribution.
Okay, Koso Mitio, go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Mitio Kasa.
Hello.
Kasa metie mentie what TV no mutie wo phone.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Brakweku, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Brakweku nim. Nyabutre kra. Me pese me bisa wo say. Kennedy Japan into ontumi nkasa nkyere NPP for na omunja nya omuye na. Another thing some say, uya Ghana, uya de no ma wo. Hwe nkofo e bom pai ma wo no, you don't have idea. Nti mini ambese me catch us boayen na kunu nye kese. Another thing some say, me pese anka me gina wo din so, na me ti fan club, kwekwa na fan club. Ye hwe obi obesi achi a odi nsa be count. If you give us the way.
Me da sepa, but not now. Why, Mr. Mo bia nkote fan club bia wo medimo for now. Me a metime de yes fan club. Enchekra many kings and yamba enemy cruise no go. Hello, good evening. My for last call. Yes, utimi remo fast. Okay, I say God bless you for the good work you are doing for Mother Ghana. Last caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Meet you open Kasa.
Evening.
Yes, sir. Kasa.
Me religion na me person Kasa.
Kasa meet you open.
Hello.
Kasa open meet you unka. Okay, I'm for free. Hello, good evening.
Yes.
Hello, good evening.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Open meet you unka Kasa.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Pacho na me share ene djuma pa we.
On share ye now.
Me share ene djuma pa we. This thing and I pe. This thing I pe because ye pe no kura no say at least we should speak truth to power. Say djuma wo ye no enye better say ye nua ba ko bi kan ye say ya hwe yie ni. Ye bompa ye atawachi se ube show nsu yie na nukre na ewo no na yenka yensu ye di mpaibo ebe tawachi na menka.
Good one. Right, Menfa call Biabium. I mean, good evening, boss. I know the Riafi personally. He's not a pastor. He is a street boy. He works with a lot of pastors in Ghana. He's not a pastor. He's an ordinary guy. He launders money out and in of Ghana. I like your program. It's actually educative. Great. Oh, so you know Riafi? Okay, good one. We'll definitely come. I'll say, Ken said you said something against Baumia. That is why he sacked you. Is that true? Good evening. More fire. Whether I said something, I was it yes, vice president. No, man can't be born in Tiana. All I did was to ask the vice president Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia what he told former President John Mahama. Why said Mahama echo IMF? And our cancer, and then he said, ene ebeba. Emma no so akọ IMF na me kwata mo no ani video no kan de kire Mahama ebe boy e de kire ne say onhwe no nkire say enne e de nti na okọ IMF. That's all I did. I didn't insult your vice president, okay? Nti unhu wo mo na we bisa wo mo ho. We also my Kwaku, hypocrite is what is killing Ghanaians. I like how you talk about you not going to the funeral at your former employees. Please keep it up. Even though you were formerly on the 2 TV, which politically is deemed NPP, still like your submission, even though I am NDC. Keep it up. My name is Akwete, something, Adano Difribaye. All right? I'll say, good evening. I am Alote. The suspense is too much. Please release the names fast. You may save so many souls this Sunday. Don't fear them. They have nothing that hurts you. I will be coming for the braces, the suspenders, I am glad you are on our screens again. Keep up the good work. My concern for Ghana is that we are tired of NPP and we don't want NDC, but it looks like there is no one. to lead this country out of this quagmire. What do we do, folks? The answer lies in your hands, bro. I'll say good evening, Kwaku. I'm watching you live from New York City. Ameyao. Dramana is my name. Ameyao. It's here, New York City, for why? When spread the message, you know. Well, I'll say, bro, Kwaku. I'll say, you do all. No weapon fashioned against you shall prosper. Or, yeah. Not even the national security, James Appiah from Amasaman, and all the way at all. Where so I say, good evening, sir. You are doing a great job. Trust in God. No man can bring you down. I am Kwalifa from Pokuase. Where so I say, I am watching you now. Please try invite other party your program when the need comes. I.e. Ayarga, Kofi, Apalu, Bediakon, the CPP family leader, other from Kwaku. Okay. Bibia wo kwem enche kra. Expose so enenam kwem papa eba. Na monsha no so say this expose enam kwem a grand conspiracy to have the president assassinated by elements within, unquote, enam kwem. Then a top secret blueprints uncovered, the roadmap to the downquest hegemony in Ghana. Indeed, the blueprints would also reveal the dark secrets of conglomeration of roadmap, detailing an alleged orchestration of a paramount chief together with excellence in government to capture state power. Many of them. Folks, this has been the Frontline show. Guys, my online editor, Keynes, for the wrestling account. Keynes is here. And then executive producer, Yao Yamba is here. Up there, in the MCR, no, a credible, or credible, and then Rabbi X, and then editor Kesiepa, news, of course, he is in charge of CTV News. Best mark. Hooray! It was for me to move here. Same time, Wednesday, I'll come your way with yet another exclusive edition. Medimu coffee, you be drew fear. NPP BCC. Yeah, the letter program you invited a manual copy. In fact, me the letters. Obifi said, Net 2 TV, ya mame kwanye se mema NDC for my program. Or nanso aha. Me nim sa ha, wo me NDC for no me NDC for. All I know is that yede me abaza me yedwa. Afo Net 2 de no obi anim. Ya mame kwanye se memfa NDC for mra ho. Masa mo ma yen kanse mo, but aha. I have personal letter edia comma NPP communication machinery munko bisa wom say so mo ba ebe defend wo mo party na mo ton party ni ma Ghana for na party ni be ya Ghana for ho akono a e mo asem nyame masem nti untimi ndra nkan jam say me ye bibie tia wabai. No, please folks, this has been the saying the Frontline Onyankopon ya adema Wednesday ujatanabi ba beja oman mu be ehye enipa betu to wirem kwayem esirem mipop enuyem esirem ensuom odotom bebre. Hey, Mel Means in Connecticut, you watching me, man. Greetings. Mel Means in Connecticut, you're watching this show. And all the guys up there, mo show journalists for mo yo mo nyawo. Mo pepe journalists bi acheche wo mo nyawo. Journalists na mo pe na che ne mo nya no. Onye mo bone. Obi no si ni kunu enye poison ekunu a we asem. Wo na wo maame ewu na wo se wada. So be it. Why? I didn't tell you arrest no. If it is true, what is it? No. Allow the journalists to operate. No, munye omedjuma. Ohwa no muso omoye omedjuma. E dey affect oman we Ghana. Epamocho kwado smart munya no. Mo bia nkwatache no. Eye too much achichi. Ebini weekend the I had a mobile flood. You be open flood. I'm on my idea somewhere. Folks, we don't be see until the same time Wednesday I come your way. I am Kwaku Annan. Stay out of trouble.